Hey, what's up everybody? So speaking of Forge, one thing I'm going to start doing on this channel is showcasing community maps and game modes. So if you have any that you would like me to share with my community here, then email me at infiniteforges@gmail.com. I'm super excited to start this all the way up to Infinite and throughout Infinite's life cycle. I want to support and really show off the community's creativity. So yeah, make sure you do that. And all the B-roll, if you're interested, is actually clips of my maps that I've made in the past year. If you guys want to play them, I'll have a link to my waypoint below. But lastly, if you guys enjoy this video and you feel like it provided you value, consider subscribing. We're going to build an awesome community here. All right, let's go. So I think collectively we can all say that the showcase we witnessed for multiplayer was incredible. What we've seen of campaign looks awesome. And the thing that is missing from this whole equation is Forge. When are we going to get a look into one of the key pillars of longevity for Halo Infinite? Custom games, custom browser, custom maps. That's what keeps games like Halo alive, right? When the community has such power to be able to create experiences for other members of the community, it's something that will, without a doubt, allow this community to thrive even past 10 years. So I think that when we'll see this is probably, the place we'll see it first off is an Inside Infinite, right? I believe we might see it sometime during summer. I wouldn't doubt that, but towards the end of summer, maybe after flighting. So maybe like September-ish time. I know that for Halo 4, we saw an announcement for Forge during summer. I think it was like June, July. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then when it comes to Halo 5, we didn't see Forge until like a month before release. So you never really know. But I think for Halo Infinite, Forge is going to be such a key component for what I said in the beginning, longevity. And I think that there's going to be so many assets and so many things in this mode that we just haven't seen before. The one thing that gets me excited is the fact that we can have AI in custom games. So if that's the case, I'm like, could it be a possibility in Forge? I believe it could be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But I just think that we're going to have so many tools at our disposal this time around that it's going to be the most vibrant custom experience that we've ever had in Halo, hands down. Because I believe that when Forge is improved, the overall experience is improved, right? You can create immersive maps, you can create better scripts, you can create better experiences for funny or even serious game modes. Like it's just, as it expands, the community expands and the creativity and the imagination expands. One thing I hope they do as well is that they provide some insight into how to use the Forge tool a little better than they did in Halo 5, making the UI simpler to understand for majority of the people, but also having something that's complex that veteran forgers and people that are just, you know, familiar with it or can learn quick can jump into and make some very impressive stuff. But coming back to the point here, I think that we're going to see it through an Inside Infinite probably within the next 3 months or so, just because I think that it's gonna be something either before or after the flights, right? When I say before or after, of course, it could either be one or the other, but I think it's shortly after or shortly before. So I would expect maybe sometime in like August, Inside Infinite, or the end of September, you know, something like that. Maybe it's like a month or two before. That's kind of my guess. And I believe that when we see it, it'll be screenshots. Maybe it's a quick little video intro explaining, hey guys, here's an in-depth look at Forge. These are some of the new tools that you can have. And speaking of tools, I think that having a paint tool would be amazing, right? Being able to paint on foliage and ground textures and all of that. Kind of like how I do in Unreal Engine, but when it's all kind of made for you in Forge, it's incredible. It's awesome. Because the back end of setting all that stuff up in Unreal is a very different experience than in Forge. It takes a lot more effort. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm thinking. 3 months. It's going to come through the form of like an Inside Infinite. And I'm really looking forward to that. Because as a Forger, as someone that cannot wait to showcase all the maps that you guys show off during Infinite's life cycle, it's gonna be a blast. There's gonna be so many things to do. There's gonna be so many funny memories, so many funny nights, and we're gonna have just a lot of creativity. Creative people shine with their creativity. So I look forward to all that. What do you think though? Do you think it's in the next couple months? Do you think it's a month before release? When do you think we'll see Forge? And what do you think we'll see of Forge? Because like I said, Paint Tool, AI, I think a lot of these things are gonna come to fruition here. I think that's gonna become a thing for the first time ever. And if that is the case, I am going to lose my mind. I am so excited. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking either shortly before the flights or shortly after the flights. And I would probably lean towards shortly after the flights. So like end of summer, maybe a couple months before like a few months before the actual release, or just a couple months, 2 or 3 months. All right, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.